Welcome to the episode of Love and Reality Podcast. I am your host, Ricky Valero. On today's episode, I am going to give us a breakdown of what is ahead for us reality TV folks as we shift into the first quarter of the new year. I like to call this the calm before the storm because we are in the middle of what's about to be an insane couple weeks for reality TV. We have a loaded slate of reality TV that will keep us busy for the next couple of months. I plan on going over just about every show that is set to come out reality TV wise over January, February, March, and then probably talk about a couple of the shows that I plan to cover. I would also love to hear from you guys. What kind of content would you want me to cover in 2024 when it comes to the world of reality TV? Now, I will talk about some of the stuff that I will cover, but if there's something I mentioned that you would love for me to cover or love for me to discuss, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please comment here below. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok at @RickyValer_. I'm excited to chat with you guys. 2023 was a crazy year for reality TV, and I appreciate you guys following along and listening along. Hoping to have some guests on in the future, whether it's interview with cast members, whether it's other reality TV hosts to jump on and talk the world of reality TV. So thank you guys so much. And if you could do me a favor, if you're listening at home, if you could drop that 5-star review, if you're listening on Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you listen to your podcast, if you're able to rate the show, please drop a 5-star rating. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're watching right here on the YouTube channel, please do me a favor and subscribe, like, and comment. It goes a long way in helping build the brand of the Love in Reality TV podcast. As I mentioned, we're going to talk about all the shows that are coming out for the next couple of months that I thought were of note for our audience here. And kicking off on January 3rd, which is technically today, was when the episode is dropping, it's a show called We Are Family. Anthony Anderson and Doris Bowman are hosting as audience contestants watch non-famous relatives of celebrities performing duets with their hidden famous family member. That's going to air Wednesdays at 9 on Fox. Definitely interesting to see right here. We've got season 16 of RuPaul's Drag Race dropping on MTV January 5th, Fridays at 8 p.m. I believe these are all Eastern time. Season 16 has 14 dazzling new queens compete for the title of America's Next Drag Superstar and the cash prize of $200,000. RuPaul's Drag Race is a show, a staple that has been around for so many years, and so many great things have come from that show. Heading over on the Food Network, I always want to talk about a little bit of food stuff. You know what I mean? I love food cooking type of shows. Worst Cooks of America is coming. Worst Cooks in America, Spoiled Rotten. Food Network, January 7th. Sundays at 8. Chef Tiffany Derry and Chef Ann Burrell to lead a culinary boot camp and help the pampered competitors trade in their silver spoons for spatulas. That one, to me, the reason I put it on here because it sounded interesting. I guess you have some spoiled, rotten individuals that have everything served to them on that silver platter, and they're going to have to join forces with one of the chef's sides to compete to win the Worst Cooks in America. Love and Hip Hop fans should be happy as Love and Hip Hop Atlanta returns January 9th, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Rap superstar Saucy Santana joins the series alongside cast members Amy Lucchini, Bambi, Erica Banks, Erica Dixon, Jessica White, Carla Red, Kendra Robinson, Chaotic, Kirk Frost, Maisie G, Mendices, Mama D, Rashida, Renee Rucci, Scrappy, Sierra Gates, Spice, Yandy, Young Jock, and Cell Swag. It's incredible jam-packed season. I've never watched it, but I can promise you, I don't think I've watched Love and Hip Hop back in a couple of years ago, but I haven't caught up in any of Love and Hip Hop related here, especially at the Atlanta version. Not too far from me, so maybe I should get into that one a little bit. Over on the Discovery Channel, we have the Big Little Brawlers. It's going to be debuting on January 9th, Tuesdays at 10 p.m. It follows athletes in the Micro Wrestling Federation, one of the most successful little person wrestling leagues in the world. Definitely intrigued by this. I live in Tennessee, and one of the fascinating things, you see these bars that host these micro wrestling federation matches quite often around here. I'd be interested to see if they're in other areas, but to see that rise and see what kind of happens within that promotion and how it's got as popular as it has across the world would be definitely interesting to see. This is one I'm kind of excited about because I plan on covering it hopefully here in the very near future. The new game on Netflix, January 10th, Wednesday, The Trust, a game of greed. 11 strangers are given $250,000 to split evenly. Will they take their fair share, or will the allure of more money cause them to vote each other out to keep more for themselves? This is a show that I am planning on uncovering. Can't talk today. Covering right here on the Love and Reality podcast. It's one that I have had an eye on since the first trailer dropped because I think that we could be in for some crazy, crazy, crazy fun. Um, it's crazy because if everyone starts as winners and they can leave all as winners if they choose to share. The show is going to be hosted by Brooke Baldwin. If you have not caught the trailer, it is available over on YouTube. Just type in The Trust, a game of greed. Like I said, very, 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 very excited about that one. Can't wait to tune in. Another one that I will be covering right here on the Love and Reality podcast is The Traitors. Season 2 debuted last year. It starts January 12th, and then it'll be on Thursdays at 9 p.m., dropping on Peacock. We have a star-studded cast ready to rock and roll for Season 2. Just a few of them to mention. We got Bergie from Love Island, CT from The Challenge. We've got Johnny Bananas coming involved. Larissa Pippen from Real Housewives of Miami. We've got Parvati Shallow from Survivor, Peppermint from RuPaul's Drag Race, Peter Weber from The Bachelor. We've got Tamara Judge from The Real Housewives of Orange County, Trishelle from The Challenge. I mean, we've got Deontay Wilder, former boxing heavyweight champion. This promises to be an insane season. I remember watching season 1. I was late to the party, kind of sad that I was, because it's a pretty cool show. If you haven't watched it, you really don't have to watch season 1. But the premise of the show is a nail-biting psychological adventure in which treachery and deceit are the name of the game. Entertainers must compete. Most competitive reality stars and famous faces play Ultimate Murder Challenge, hosted by Alan Cumming. An ancient castle set deep in Scottish Highlands, contestants work together on a series of exhilarating missions to build a prize fund worth up to $250,000. Hidden amongst the faithful are the traitors, whose goal is to eliminate the faithful and claim the prize for themselves. Under the cover of darkness, the traitors murder the faithful one by one in a treacherous spree, while the faithful try to uncover the traitors and banish them from the game. If the faithful contestants banish all the traitors, they will share the prize fund, but if a traitor or traitors make it to the end, they will steal all of the money. We've got 11 episodes coming, plus a reunion special after that. Very, very excited. 3 episodes drop on Friday, January 12th, and then there will be weekly on Thursdays after that. Very excited. Like I said, we'll be covering here. First 3 episodes I will be covering on the podcast. Can't wait. Intense, wild, crazy show. Whole new cast. It's going to be phenomenal. All right, folks, if you can't wait around for Love is Blind Season 6, Love is Blind is Sweden is dropping on January 12th. Same premise, just based in the different country. January 19th over on Netflix, Love on the Spectrum Season 2 is coming. Single people with autism, including new romantic hopefuls and familiar faces, search for their perfect partner. Folks, fans of The Bachelor, Joey Grazadia begins his journey to find love Mondays at 8 p.m. starting January 22nd, which just so happens to be my birthday as well, which has no piece of the puzzle here. But I might try to cover The Bachelor. I think I'm going to get a vibe here. This is one of the ones where I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think? Should I dive in the world of The Bachelor? It has been over years since I even considered talking about The Bachelor, but you guys let me know. Coming on January 24th on Netflix, the Fab Five returns to the city of New Orleans to jazz up the lives of their heroes on one emotional makeover at a time, with Queer Eye returning to Netflix on January 24th. Next Level Chef, hosted by Gordon Ramsay, the three-story kitchen series returns on January 28th. And then it will be on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Vanderpump Rules. It's returning for its 11th season on January 30th. A show I have never watched. And boy, do I see some of the wild and crazy things about this show all over the internet. Returning for season 11 is Lisa Vanderpump, Ariana Madix, James Kennedy, Katie Maloney, Lala Kent, Shina Shea, Tom Sandoval, and Tom Shorts. James's girlfriend, Ali Lubur, and Shiny's husband, Brock Davies, return as well. That's one of those ones I might have to keep an eye on. I know we're 11 seasons in, but maybe like that episode of Real Housewives of Hollywood that I did, maybe I need to dive in headfirst of season 11 and see what it's talking about. One show coming back to Fox, Jennifer Nettles is hosting as four farmers go in search of a real lasting love. Farmer Wants a Wife season 2 is returning February 1st, Thursdays at 9 p.m. First season of that was just okay. I kind of like jumped out about halfway. I didn't love it, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe season 2 will bring us some fruitful and crazy drama. Love in WWE, Bianca and Montez. Bianca Blair and Montez Ford's road to WrestleMania is a wild ride as Montez continues his ascent and Bianca fights to hold on to her title. Season 2 kicks off on February 2nd on Hulu. And then, of course, the big one, Love is Blind is returning on Valentine's Day, February 14th, Wednesdays. Netflix is dropping season 6 of Love is Blind. I can't wait. I know you can't wait. I can't wait to get involved. I can't wait to see all the drama. Will it be better than season 5? Because we all know season 5 was a disaster and continues to be a disaster. We only had one couple get married. Who will get married this year? Will there be anybody getting married? Will we see some breakups? Will we see all the drama? What will we see in season 6? Definitely looking forward to seeing what happens there. Also returning the same night, February 14th, Survivor 46. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Survivor returns with 90-minute episodes after two-hour episodes. That's a lot of content right there. Haven't watched Survivor in forever. Can't believe there's 46 seasons of it. That's a lot. Shortly after that, American Idol returns for its 22nd season, February 18th on ABC, Sundays at 8 p.m. It's the 7th season on ABC. Incredibly wild to think about that. Let's see here. The Voice returns on NBC February 26th, Mondays and Tuesdays at 8, featuring three-time Grammy Award winner Dan and Shay as the first ever coaching duo, along with Reba McEntire, John Legend, and Chance the Rapper. I haven't watched that show in forever either. I do watch some clips if I see somebody that breaks out, you know what I mean? And it's an incredible performance. You're scrolling on the TikTok, you know what I mean? You see everything scrolling on TikTok. So You Think You Can Dance will have, let's see here. We'll have new judging panel and a brand new format with its 18th season returning on Fox on March 4th at Mondays at 9 p.m. And then, of course, March 6th and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. The Masked Singer returns. Rita Ora joins panelist Ken Jeong, Jenny McCarthy, Wahlberg, and Robin Thicke, alongside host Nick Cannon. And then our last show debuting on March 13th, Amazing Race 36. Amazing Race's 35th season filmed will finally air with 90-minute episodes. Very confused by that dynamic. Let me see if I can click this little button to see why Amazing Race 35 switch with, the Amazing Race 36. Oh, okay. 35 cast, largest cast ever with 13 teams, detailed, blah, blah, blah. Will, however, retain some of its recent changes, such as elimination of non-elimination legs, which would have interrupted by COVID. Blah, 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 blah. There's one major change that we won't notice, at least until season 36 airs. Why is Amazing Race 36 airing as Amazing Race 35? The new season starts, so the Hollywood sign will travel through Europe. You may recall season 35 filmed last year went to Mexico first. There's a good reason that season isn't airing until the fall. The Amazing Race 35 is not actually 35th season, and instead 36, which will film earlier this summer from mid-June to early July, the first, and taking over the 35. Why is the season swapped? This isn't like the Survivor Second Chance when CBS let the viewers choose to cast film a season. There's, my guess, the decision to expand Survivor and The Amazing Race to 90-minute episodes had to do with it. It's been easier and less expensive to film and edit a season for 90-minute episodes rather than re-edit this season. So that's definitely interesting to see that moving and shifting to 90-minute episodes. That seems like a lot. It seems like a lot of content um, to try to consume at one time. But it is what it is. Very excited to see what this season has in store for us for reality TV. Like I said, you will definitely hear me covering shows like The Trust, A Game of Greed. The Traitors will be covered weekly. That show is going to weekly. Definitely in the conversation for Love is Blind. What are some of the other shows you would love to hear me cover right here on the Love and Reality podcast? Yeah, that's it for this week's episode. Just a little preview of what's ahead. I do believe today's the 3rd, so I think what will probably be next week's episode will be The Trust, A Game of Greed. So hopefully stay tuned for that, followed by The Traitors. We'll be talking The Traitors. Very excited about that as well. I will probably be with the multitude of shows coming out. I will definitely be releasing multiple shows each week, probably within the 2024. But like I said, if there's anything you'd like me to cover, let me know. Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of the Love and Reality podcast, and I'll talk to you guys later.